Hi guys, welcome to Career Launch. My name is Nora Cavazos.
And I'm Emily Gomez, I'm from Gap Inc.
And I'm Lupe Martinez, and I'm from Gap Inc. as well.
And today's lesson will be how to fill out a job application.
Pretty much whenever you're filling out a job application, you really don't want to be really negative. Like, you want to show the positive, stuff about you. Like, for instance, like when you pick up an application, you want to go basically dressed like if you're ready to work that day. So basically, when you fill out the application, you're always going to want to put your first and last name, then like your social, work, like if you know it or not. As far as your address, you always want to be thorough with your address. I know, like, being like in a college town, a lot of people put like their home address, because just in case whenever you actually do fill out that paperwork, like, they're going to want to send you like your W-2 information for your like income tax preparation, stuff like that. You want to make sure you actually get that stuff. So you always want to put like a valid address.
So next on there, it's going to be salary desired. Starting rate by state of Texas, it is $7.25. You can put $7.25, but some places will offer you more. Some places, for instance, I get paid a little more than $7, maybe. So I would put what I'm actually getting paid now. Hopefully they can match me or even give me more. I would never settle less for what I'm getting paid for now. It's going to ask you about your age. If you're 18 and if you can hold a permit. Now, if you're 18, you don't have to worry about a permit because legally you're an adult. In some places, they will offer, if you're less or if you're younger than 18, they will ask if you can obtain a work permit, and that's just going by the state, because if anything was to ever happen to y'all, where you can get it through your school. I was talking to y'all last week about how some schools offer like work program, like co-op, where you can work and go to school at the same time, and they can help you get to that.
Education. You always, like, since the majority of y'all are still in school, like I said, you always want to be really positive. So, like, say for instance you're in the 10th grade, this is like a very basic one, but all the other applications are going to be very thorough. Like, it's going to ask you, did you complete, your high school? Did you get your diploma? What was the highest grade you attended?
The employment history. A lot of y'all don't have a lot of employment history, so y'all would, like we said on your resume, you can just leave it blank. Since you're coming out of high school, a lot of the employers are going to notice that y'all don't normally have jobs in high school, so this is y'all's first time. So I would just suggest leaving it blank. And
in most cases, you just feel like, but I'm willing to learn. Don't have experience, but I'm willing to learn. And it just be like thorough, like just basically on the duties and responsibilities. You want to explain, everything that you did. So, like, for instance, like if I was to fill out an application for everything, I would be like, oh, I did the fitting room, cash wrap, instead of just saying like fitting room, cashier, stock, I would be like, I assisted customers in the fitting room. When they needed additional sizes, I went to help them out. Cashier, I rang the customer up in a fast, speedy transaction, make sure the line wasn't, long or anything. You always want to go into detail on everything that you did. Don't just be like, 1, 2, 3, this is what I did.
On most applications, not on this application, it will ask for references. In my case, I would put my manager from previous, this is my manager, physically manager I go to. So I would list him and what he does and what he needs to me, and then I would never put your mom, I'd never put your grandmother. If you could go to one of your teachers, I would put the teacher down, because most of your teachers are really urging people to do better in their lives. So they'll be willing to help you and get that reference. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people call y'all's references. They do. So I would definitely, if they're not calling your references, they're definitely looking at those social networks, as we were explaining to y'all, Facebook, kind of getting to know who you are as a person.
And also sometimes they even call your previous employers. Like, say you worked at a summer camp, this summer, they're gonna call them more than likely. All the time when I'm working, like, a lot of people I don't even know list me as their previous employer, and they call and I'm just like, oh, this person hasn't worked, at my store for a couple of years. I mean, I really don't remember, what they were like. So you always want to be like prepared, like, just always make sure you leave it like on a positive note. Don't just leave by like cursing out the person because you didn't get along with them.
There are also questions about, can you lift up 50 pounds? Can you climb ladders? Can you do manual work? Can you clean? Can you do this? Can you do that? They're only asking you because they need to know what you're able to do. So if there's something like you have an illness, or there's something wrong, or you just don't think you can do it, or you just need to make sure you're informing them. And that's why those questions are there. If you can't pick up 50 pounds, I'd let them know, because some people can't pick up 50 pounds.
And then nowadays, like, they ask you, like, you know, like most of the online applications are going to have like a little assessment. Basically, it's just like basic questions, like like how you would perform if you actually were hired.
I know nowadays they also ask if you're convicted of a crime, if you've gotten a felony, if you've had any kind of trouble. They just want to know, because then if you don't tell them, they do background checks.
Yep. They even do, nowadays they start drug testing, and I know some places, like, they even do random drug testing.
Alrighty guys, I guess that's a wrap for us. Let us know if you need anything. Thanks guys. Thank you.
Welcome back to Club Connect. Today we learned how to fill out a job application.
And I'm Emily, and don't forget to always put all your information in there correctly.
And I'm Lupin. Remember to keep it nice and neat.
And until next time,
Stay connected.